nothing to monitor the media's lack of interest in the whole Maui story. I've been in this business for 30 years. I'm stunned, but I'm not surprised. The incident seems to be the story here, right? But the true story, the media knows it is not allowed to tell. Is it a coincidence that the Maui police chief is the same man who was in charge in Las Vegas during that massacre that killed 58 people? Is it a coincidence that the Maui property, owned by million and billionaires, it wasn't touched by the flames while homes of the locals all burned?
What she fails to also mention is how the media hasn't even once interviewed a grieving parent. Not a single parent looking for their children. Not a single interview with a child. Not a single interview with the schools.
Was it a coincidence that the largest system of outdoor emergency sirens in the world never made a sound as the fire devoured Lahaina? Was it a coincidence that at the same time, very same time, all the water was turned off? Was it a coincidence that police were ordered to block off streets and to funnel all the cars trying to escape? Think about this coincidence. That governor also signed an emergency proclamation on July 17th, 3 weeks before the fire, about housing of all things. Is it a coincidence that the government put up a black fence around Lahaina, or that the FAA grounded all drones from flying over the affected areas? Is it a coincidence that since at least 2011 there have been plans to make Maui the first smart city run by 100% renewable energy? And that it must be a coincidence then that the locals whose homes did not burn are now being evicted from their property. And of course, a total coincidence that all the fact checkers who are checking these facts, who say everything I just told you is just a coincidence, are also owned and run by BlackRock.
You ever heard about the Dicenian goggles?
God, that sounds fucked up.
Some time ago, a miner discovered Dicenian ore, and for some odd reason or not, he decided to crush it up and mix it with glass, creating the Dicenian goggles. Reportedly, after wearing it for some time, he was able to see into higher levels of the electromagnetic spectrum, things people couldn't normally see, even being able to see auras around some people. But here's the weird thing. Fast forward to the Vietnam War, and soldiers are issued Dicenian night vision goggles in order to fight off the guerrilla warfare tactics. Very shortly after, Dicenian night vision goggles were banned, effective immediately.
What?
But why? Why would something so beneficial and advantageous to the United States arsenal be banned? Fucking gave me goosebumps when I heard this. Reports started to come back in, and the discoveries they made were absolutely horrifying, to say the least. Soldiers, those who were wearing the Dicenian night vision goggles for an extended period of time, reportedly began shooting at their very own helicopters. And when brought back and questioned as to why they would do such a horrible thing, all they could say was that they were being chased, haunted, and possessed by not one, but thousands of demons.
Oh, shit.
Coming from the sky.
Fuck.
Another example of something that can seem to break reality and give you a headache at the same time. CCTV cameras in this building caught this man going up the stairs, yet still what happens next is a pure glitch in the matrix. He accidentally walked below the tiles on the floor. This is impossible, but we saw it happen for ourselves and was caught on camera. The man in the video also realized for himself what just happened. He walks backwards and tries it again. Did he just break all the rules of science right before our eyes?
Hi. I got this. Can you open your... Please?
No, you guys need to find your house and stay there.
We don't have a home. Our parents are 6 feet under.
شوفوا كيف لا عمي خذها انا مش سامعك
I have a theory that the Mandela effect is used to see how much of history can be altered in front of our eyes. Here's a prime example of one of that. There's this woman on TikTok who was going crazy because she swore the Fruit of the Loom had a cornucopia logo. And to the point that even Fruit of the Loom themselves put a timeline of all their logos and it never had a cornucopia. And this woman went hard. Her therapist told her, yo, you need to chill out. You need to just drop this. So she went through all of her old clothing and lo and behold, she found a shirt with the Fruit of the Loom with the cornucopia logo on it. That shows me like, yo, I think the Mandela effect is an operation that's running around right now to see how much of history can be altered right in front of our eyes without us noticing. And then they gaslight the public and be like, nope, this never happened.
Damn, I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah, bro. People are thinking about it very little. Like, oh, it's the Berenstain Bears or the Berenstein Bears or Jiffy or Jif's peanut butter. No, it's much larger than that, guys. They're using this to see, oh, if we can get people to forget certain primary things about their childhood, what can we do with history?
They've got a new theory that says a lack of oxygen might have killed the dinosaurs. What? Lack of oxygen? Well, it's interesting. The huge dinosaurs, an 80-foot apatosaurus, for example, had nostrils the same size as a horse. How is an 80-foot animal going to get enough air through nostrils the size of a horse's? Sometimes in the amber, which is tree sap, hardened, petrified, sometimes they find air bubbles. The air bubbles, when they suck them out and analyze them, are 50% more oxygen than we have today. The air we're breathing now is 21% oxygen. What if it was 35%? If the atmosphere originally was 35% oxygen and double the air pressure, just breathing would be exciting. Baby Jessica was 18 months old, and her left leg slipped down in a pipe. Her right leg came up behind her, and she did the splits. She slid down 20 feet inside an 8-inch pipe. She was down there for 2.5 days. They tore up the neighborhood trying to get that kid out of there, out of that pipe. When they finally got her out, her right leg was completely black from lack of circulation. One of the doctors said, we have to cut her leg off right now. It's black, no circulation. Another doctor said, hey, before we start cutting stuff off, let's try putting her in a hyperbaric oxygen chamber. You know what? Hyperbaric, high pressure oxygen chamber. They put Jessica in one of these things and pumped it up to double normal pressure with pure oxygen. Within a few hours, her leg turned pink. They restored circulation. They finally had to cut off half of her little toe. She would have lost her whole leg had it not been for hyperbaric therapy. Dr. Kimori in Japan started raising tomato plants with filtered sunlight. He used a mirror system to collect sunlight and send it through fiber optic cable to his plants. So the plants would not be getting ultraviolet light or x-rays, only sunlight, pure light, okay? His tomato plant grew 16 feet tall and produced 900 tomatoes. This is one plant. They moved it to a shopping center, built scaffolding to hold up the branches. They said this thing might produce 10,000 tomatoes. It ended up growing over 40 feet tall and produced 15,000 tomatoes off one plant. They were cherry tomatoes, but his were coming off baseball size. I think maybe the whole earth was that way. I think it had not only a canopy to filter out the radiation, it had increased air pressure, richer CO2, pure gene code, better soil, and the birds chirping is what opens up the leaf cells so they can breathe in the morning. One guy got curious, why did the birds start chirping an hour before sunrise? Well, they've discovered that frequency of the chirp, chirp, chirp opens up the stomata under the leaf.
Bro, what in the ever-loving shit am I looking at right now? Dude, this kid's coming up on me. Like, hey, buddy. Are you okay? You can't be out here. Where's your mommy? Hey, buddy. Holy shit, dude. What in the...
When we work night security 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. and we see something coming at us at midnight.
How is that? Raylan
जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय हेलमेट हम शांत कर देवे सही में दो हेलमेट लगाबो तो साला बेहोश हो जाबे तू ये दो हेलमेट चिल्ले ने हमरा हेलो ए साले हां भाग ना हे अबे भाग चिकला हां
Strangest video on the internet.
This is a video taken from Japan in which a group of friends meet at a bar and notice a mysterious woman staring at them. They then arrive at a subway station where the woman is following them. After what just happened, the group is distraught, but if you look back at the tracks, this is what you will find.
I know this isn't my usual content, but this morning we woke up and all of the fish in the lake behind my house are dead. Literally thousands of them as far as you can see. A bigger question is, why are the fish in the lake immediately next to it perfectly fine?
Is this a skinwalker on his roof?
The craziest shit I've seen so far. I was taking the trash out with my son and he kept pointing at the mirror and waving and I didn't know why. So I pulled the camera out and I can't believe I caught this.
That's Rowan.
Right now, Paul. Come here, right now. Right now. Paul, right now. What is that? What is that? What is that?
There's this TikToker that went missing after he posted about seeing a giant in the wild. His name is Andrew Dawson. Not only did he go missing, he is legally presumed dead. He posted this at first.
We're gonna go find somewhere closer, and I'm gonna set my camera.
He saw what he says is a giant on top of a mountain. At first, it's like, okay, what is that? It looks like it could be a person. If you're that far, that's giant. Yeah. And he actually talked to some locals. The locals, they pretty much said, yeah, it comes and goes. It's real. When he went the next time, he went during night. There was a car that stopped him. What he says is there's this CIA guy that like said, you can't pass through here.
I just got stopped by like some CIA agent. He told me to turn around, said I'm trespassing. I said it's a public.
He goes another day, and what does he see?
So they're extracting something.
He sees helicopters In the same mountain. Look, after seeing the CIA agent, he decides to go another time during night. He still sees him again. After he sees that guy, he goes home. He says that he's being stalked. And then there's cars that followed him. And it looks like the same. It looks like the same car.
Yo,
it's the same vehicle that he saw. And look, it just drives away.
Yo!
This is where it gets crazy. He puts out an official statement. He puts out this statement and he says this.
Yeah. That was one. I think there's 20 of them.
Please help me.
Huh?
Please help me.
What? What's wrong with you?
It is for me.
What?
It took my daughter.
Parker?
Please help me inside.
Parker!
There's also a rapper that predicted coronavirus in 2013. You know that?
Who's this?
Dr. Creep.
I never heard of it.
Because, bro, this guy, hold on, I gotta read out the lyrics because this is crazy.
In a song or just like said it?
His song is literally called Pandemic.
What the fuck?
This is in 2013. Hold on. So this is the lyrics. The virus is harvesting. What do you mean? Begin life in the lab in the war of vaccines.
Life in the lab in the first war with vaccines. Niggas died in the first week of the pandemic dreams.
On.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the song, he says, 2020 combined with coronavirus, body stacking.
Nah.
Happens 2020 combined with coronavirus, body stacking.
Let me see that. Let me see that.
Body stacking.
Yo, what the fuck?
2020 coronavirus, body stacking.
This is from 2013 though?
Yes.
No way.
Yes, bro.
June 21st, 2013. What the fuck?
Dr. Creep.
Is he still alive?
He is.
What the fuck?
But you know what? I saw, because I researched it more. I'm like, there has to be a reason why this guy